hands on his...
Hey everybody, and good morning. Welcome to Pittsburgh Today Live. My name is Kimberly Gill, and I'm in today for Christine Sorensen.
And I'm John Burnett. Kim, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Thank you, baby. I'm so excited.
Always a pleasure. And we, of course, worked together, Kim and I have, on newscasts before.
We have.
Me, the weather guy, Kim, the news person, but today it's a little bit different story, and we're going to co-host the show together, and I'm looking forward to it.
I am very excited. I could not sleep last night because I was just anticipating today. A little bit nervous, too.
Because you were scared of working with me?
No, but you know what I did? I was on YouTube last night watching Pittsburgh Today when you did it with Patrice King Brown.
Oh, and back in the day, back in the 80s.
Back in the day. So
yeah.
I saw you had a little bit more hair back then. And
yeah, I did.
I think I'm nervous because of the legacy of the show. You know, a lot of people love it, have loved it over the years. So it's really special to me to be able to be here with you and be a part of it.
It's a pleasure to have you, and it's, you know, you were, I think, one of our great hires here at KDKA. I'm serious.
I don't know about that.
I mean that. In the last 30 years since I've been here.
That's right. You've been here half your life.
Since '82. That's exactly right. I'm 59. I came when I was 29. That's right. It's unbelievable. Where did it go? Anyway, we're both from the same part of the country. You're from down there?
Yep, from South Carolina.
Yep.
Born and raised. All my family is down there. But I've been here in Pittsburgh for about a year and a half. Love it here. People here are fantastic.
Well, and you've been up in the Mid-Atlantic states for a while, too. You were in Cleveland for a while, weren't you?
But don't hold that against me, please.
Oh,
Why do you gotta tell people
Sorry.
that? JB,
because it's a
trying to
part
make a
of
good
your
impression.
history. No,
yes.
You already have.
Thank you.
You've already
yeah,
made
but
that
I was in
good
Cleveland and I've been here about a year and a half, and just love it. You probably know me. I do the noon and the 4 if you watch.
That's right.
The news.
But in addition to the noon and the 4, you also may know her from hosting Your Pittsburgh with David Highfield.
That's right.
Which is seen quarterly here on KDKA-TV, and I am a firm believer that that show needs to be on monthly. I don't know how they'll squeeze out.
Call my boss and say that. It needs to be on more.
You two are so good on it, and if I may say so, it's like a hipper, newer, classier version of the old evening magazine that I used to do with Liz Miles and Mary Rob Jackson for the final year of the show. It really takes me back, and watching you two on that show, it's just the chemistry and the, you know, the area that you cover and all of the information is really cool.
Well, it's neat to learn a lot of new and interesting, fun things about Pittsburgh, and that's what the show is about, is celebrating Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. We'd like to see it on more often, so if you do like it, please call my bosses and say that you like it.
Let them know. I mean, I don't know how they're going to spring you loose from the news to do that extra work, because it is extra work for you, right? I mean, you do stories for it?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work, but we love it.
Anyway, you're doing a great job on that and on the news, too, and we're glad to have you here today, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Now, since you are not from Pittsburgh originally, of course, neither am I, but I've been here longer than you've been alive, just about. Is there anything that you have learned on Your Pittsburgh on the show that has become a favorite of yours? Any restaurants you go to now that you wouldn't have known about otherwise?
We go to the restaurants. That's one of my favorite parts of the segment. You know what? I have learned that Pittsburghers have random potties in their basements called Pittsburgh potties. And you know, learning the history of that, when I guess the men were working in the mills and they'd be dirty and they'd come right in through the basement as not to track mud and dirt into the house and get kind of cleaned up before supper. And you just have these random potties, and I actually discovered it as I was searching for a home, and I'd be, you know, looking, and you go in the basement, and there's just a toilet in the middle of the floor in the basement.
Exactly.
So, but yeah.
Guess what? I just built a house a year and a half ago, and I put one in mine.
Oh, you put one in there?
And it's a new house. Yes. And you won't believe how convenient they are. I mean, you know, you're running down to the car and you're ready to go, and you think, oh man, and then you don't want to go all the way back upstairs, so you know, you're covered.
You are too much. I am so excited to be working with you today, and also we got a lot coming up at today's show. We're going to hear music from a new production in town called Black Pearl Sings, featuring old songs dating all the way back to slavery days. The play has a fascinating story about how these songs are uncovered, and 2 performers are going to sing them live for us right here in the studio this morning.
We're looking forward to that, and we're also going to be on the big show over in the kitchen cooking with the Market District chef Kira Hightower. And I'm glad you're here, Kimberly, because you can do all the talking while I do the eating.
Oh, come on.
All right, I'll share some of the food with you. We're making short ribs and risotto, so I can't wait, and I know you can't either.
Very, very good. Okay, and we're also talking about a great new program at the VA hospital in Pittsburgh. It's a home within the VA hospital, specially designed to help disabled veterans rehabilitate and get back to their own homes. It's for men and women veterans, and the ribbon cutting is on this state-of-the-art facility is going to be tomorrow, but we have a first sneak peek look at what it looks like today on the show.
You bet we do, and we're getting a first look at what's new for this year's JFilm Festival, including a new home and a new series for young adults and teens. We'll talk with the festival director and 2 featured filmmakers just ahead.
And we'll look at new trends for makeup for spring. We got a lot coming up, but before spring, we got to get to still some winter weather to get through. It's a little bit warmer this morning, but I think the temperatures are actually going to be falling.
They're going to go. It's one of those flip-flop days where we go the wrong way, don't we, Dennis?
That's right. Yes. So, John, you built a new house and you put a Pittsburgh potty in the basement there?
Absolutely. It's my favorite. It's where I go.
Okay. I would have thought you'd put one of those buildings with the half moon on it out in the back. You know, that's,
He would be talking about an outhouse.
I didn't know.
For those of you who don't know, making fun of my Tennessee heritage. You know, I did put electricity in this house, Dennis. It's the first time I've ever had it.
Okay. Okay. Glad to hear about it. Well, that was a great conversation. Rain showers are out there this morning, kind of coming and going in waves. We had about 1/10 of an inch, and we've had some snow in the higher elevations off to our east, just very light snow activity. But notice that we have the back edge up to the precipitation and the changeover to some snow taking place now in eastern Ohio. That's working its way eastward. So we will see those temperatures continue to tumble, and we'll get a little bit of light snow. Not looking for a lot, but as that temperature goes below freezing late in the day, yes, we could see some icy spots. For the record, we have a wind advisory that is posted now. As you take a look at this, that's going to run till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's for all of the viewing area. Some of the gusts may get up in that 30 to 40 mile an hour range, which could make it just a little bit dicey as you get out and around here, rolling on into the midday hours. So we got blustery situation with rain this morning, some afternoon light snow, and then those gusty winds to contend with. And we have more with the full forecast coming up in just a bit. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Denny. There is a whole lot more to get to, as Dennis said, so we're going to take a quick break right now.
That's right. Stay with us. We're talking about the VA's new My Home program, working to get our American heroes rehabilitated and back in their own homes when Pittsburgh Today Live comes right back.
Seriously injured in a slip and fall accident? Don't assume it was your fault. Home and business owners are responsible for keeping their property safe. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
I know feet, and I personally know the agony of foot and back pain.
The pain of plantar fasciitis is terrible.
Saw doctors, went to physical therapies, and nothing worked.
The Good Feet system is uniquely designed to realign the foot to better support the foot and your body for pain-free comfort, balance, and support.
With the Good Feet system, I was instantly pain-free.
Visit the Good Feet store in Cranberry Township on Route 19 next to Boston Market.
I don't only recommend the Good Feet system, I wear Good Feet Arch supports.
For a good car and affordable financing, it's JD Byrider. And right now, you could drive for as little as $299. Get started easily by calling 855-GO-WITH-JDB toll-free or log on to GoJDB.com. Byrider features dependable vehicles that are inspected, reconditioned, backed by a multi-year warranty, and affordable on-site service. Yes, you could drive for as little as $299. So what are you waiting for? Get started. Click or call now and go.
To have diabetes or heart disease. And no one answers with coverage for chronic conditions like Medicare Assured from Gateway Health Plan. Our zero to low monthly premium plans give you more benefits than original Medicare, plus many extras. Wondering if you qualify for Medicare Assured? Just ask.
Slip and falls can cause serious injuries. Know your rights. Visit our website, edgarsnyder.com, where it's just one click that quick for free legal help 24/7. If you're hurt in a fall, trust edgarsnyder.com. One click, that quick.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill. The VA Pittsburgh is cutting the ribbon tomorrow on a brand new one-of-a-kind program at their facility in Aspinwall. It's designed to get disabled veterans home as soon and as safely as possible.
It features cutting-edge innovation in a home-like setting where the rehabilitative staff can get veterans ready to go home and perform daily chores on their own in their own environment. Here to tell us more about how it works and who's eligible is Jason Fay and Alan Petrazzi of the VA in Pittsburgh. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Glad you're both here with us.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this new program. How does it differ from what is existing currently?
Well, healthcare facilities all across America, healthcare teams rely heavily on physical and occupational therapists to help determine when a patient is ready to go home. Now, the problem is most healthcare facilities and the rehabilitation departments have things like parallel bars and exercise bikes, things that aren't common, aren't available in the home setting, where patients are going back to carpets and queen-size beds, things like that. So we really wanted to create a home simulation environment in which our veterans can practice those life skills and get home quicker and more safely.
So can you describe what it looks like? We're actually showing some pictures right here. Tell us what we're
Certainly.
looking at here.
Are these scenes of a more traditional setting?
Exactly. These are pictures of our new gym at the VA Pittsburgh in Aspinwall, traditional therapy, walkers, and you'll see a therapist there with a veteran. What we're doing to augment that traditional therapy is we've built a home simulation therapy environment. And here you see the facade of the home. 1,000 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a patient may be able to get out of a hospital bed, but can they get out of a queen-size bed on their own?
I see.
Yeah.
Can they get out of a lazy boy recliner on their own?
Yeah.
And there's a
look
picture.
at that.
So it's just like a
fireplace.
house. It's just a house inside the VA hospital.
Precisely.
What was originally in this space?
This space encompassed ceramics, and it also included a computer lab at one time. And those have since been remodeled and moved to a different location in the facility.
I see. And now where did the funds come for this upgrade, and how much did it cost the VA?
I don't have exact figures, but it was a part of a total renovation of our community living center, skilled nursing, and the VA continues to renovate all of our areas.
I see.
And what type of veterans is it for? Like in the pictures we saw, pictures of older veterans. I'm assuming. Is it just for older veterans or just any veteran, male, female?
Typically, any veteran is eligible to come into the facility. Typically, what they would need is an extended rehab stay. So you're looking for somebody after a total knee replacement, after a stroke, after a major injury where they need some additional rehab before they go home. And this environment lets us practice all the skills they need to go home safely.
Well, and let's talk about that specifically, guys. What are those skills that heretofore previously were not taught, that these guys, I guess, just sort of had to go home on their own and pick up, sort of, you know, ad lib, if you will. Now you're teaching them how to do what?
No, actually, we taught them the skills that they needed to go home, but this environment is much different because now they actually have the facilities that we can practice in.
Okay.
So you get better at practicing, like if you want to hit a golf ball straighter, you practice hitting a golf ball straighter.
Right.
You know, you hit it. It's repetitive. It's a lot of practice. The same concept here. I mean, we didn't have the bed and the living room and the fully functional kitchen, so we adapted and we tried to make sure that we could make sure they were safe, but it's difficult. So now that we had the facilities, we're more sure that they're going to be able to go home, be successful, and that they feel confident and comfortable when they do discharge.
Just a much more natural environment for them.
And it's about dexterity too, right? Is that what
Absolutely.
I understand? Kind of, we take that for granted. That
right. There's a lot of skills that we take for granted prior to the surgery, where you know, even getting out of bed in the morning or getting dressed or making a meal becomes much more difficult after you've had a stroke and you don't have use of one arm. So now we have to teach some strategies and compensation to make that transition safe. And sometimes it's adaptive equipment, sometimes it's the use of a walker or a cane. Sometimes we can modify the home with grab bars or a Steraglide or something like that. So there's a lot of things that we can do, but having a home simulated environment makes it much more easier to make the transition happen.
Yeah, well, exciting stuff from the VA, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming in. And are either one of you veterans?
I am a veteran.
Aren't you? Well, thank you for your service.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate it. The ribbon cutting for the new Veterans Administration My Home Simulation Environment, say that 3 times, I hope it was easier to build than it was to say, is at 1 o'clock. Congratulations to the VA Pittsburgh Healthcare System for working with our heroes to help them get back home with their loved ones and do so comfortably, or more comfortably at least. Still to come, Dennis is here with his full local forecast, and we're headed over to the kitchen. Going to be cooking up something to warm our bellies on this cold, rainy, snowy day with Market District Chef Kira Hightower.
And you don't want to miss a performance from Black Pearl Sings live in our studio this morning, featuring old folk songs from a new play in town. That's all ahead when Pittsburgh Today Live comes right back.
My troubles, but God went in the room, didn't stay long, looked on the bed, my child was dead. Oh,
you don't have to go to the salon to get great nails like this. There are new products, even gel nails, that you can buy and do yourself. We're going to test these products to see if it's worth the savings.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see.
Today on KDKA-TV News at 5.
Southwest has a Kia for me.
New Kias with no money down. 2013 Kia Soul, only $169 a month. 2013 Kia Optima, $199 a month. Everything is priced to move and with no money down.
Southwest has a Kia for you.
Where do Pittsburgh women go to be their own kind of beautiful? The Skin Center Medical Spa.
I had all this sagging skin under my cheeks and jawline. The Quick Lift was just the perfect solution for me.
Discover the Quick Lift difference. The mini facelift that's smart, proven, lasting, and performed right here in Pittsburgh by board-certified cosmetic surgeon Dominic A. Brandy, MD.
53 looks a lot better now.
Call 1-800-321-LIFT.
Motorcycle accidents cause terrible injuries. I'm Larry Green of Berger & Green, the injury lawyers. If you've been injured, call me right away. 1-800-999-2626. I'll fight everyone to blame for every dollar the law allows. It all starts with a free call to me. 1-800-999-2626. There's no fee unless you get money.
Berger & Green. Call today.
Don's Appliances and Hillman Appliance, where Pittsburgh shops for appliances.
Southwest has a Chrysler for me.
2013 Jeep Patriot starting at only $14,995. Or a new 2013 Chrysler 200, just $17,995. Everything is priced to move now.
Southwest has a Chrysler for you.
All new Dr. Phil, stay-at-home dad.
John has lost control of our sons.
You've got chaos inside that home.
Stay away, Mom.
You've moved 1,500 miles away. I believe this borders on abandonment.
Today at 3, followed by KDKA-TV News at 4.
You know, it's always been known that some of the best music, some of the best writing comes from living hard times, soul, jazz. And a new production by New Horizon Theater is no exception.
That's right. Black Pearl Sings features songs that go back to the earliest days of slavery, sung by a woman serving time in prison with a huge repertory of these old-time folk songs. And here to tell us how these songs are discovered in the play, Black Pearl Sings, are Dr. Joyce Megerson Moore, chair of the New Horizon Theater Board, and show director Linda Haston. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. So tell us about it. Let's just get right in, because it's a beautiful play.
No, I'm not the singer, excuse me.
That's all right. You can do that. If you could put up with Chris Moore, you can sing, you can do
well,
anything.
He can't sing, so I have to. Okay. Well, this play is about, it's in the Great Depression in the mid-30s, and Susanna is from the Library of Congress, who's a song collector, and she comes through the jails trying to find folk songs.
Where is she? What state?
This is in Texas.
In Texas,
in Texas. And so she,
in the South,
in the South. And so she comes and she discovers Pearl, who has a repertoire of these songs. And Susanna wants these songs because she wants to make her reputation and take them back, and that will help her with her career. So it goes from there, and then you and Kimberly have to come to see the rest on stage, because this is a really compelling story.
You don't want to give too much away. Is it a true story, though, a lot of these?
It's the playwright Frank Higgins wrote this based on the blues singer Leadbelly.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of using a male personage, he decided to turn it into a female.
Interesting.
So some of the stories that he and his partner researched were taken from Leadbelly, who actually did go and was in trouble for a time. And you know this, John, was in trouble for a time, and so he just switched it to females.
And
which
again,
is, I'm grateful he did that.
And we know John knows it because he's 90 now. That's based upon your earlier stories.
That's right. I've been around a while. Well, I mean, as I said earlier, some of the best songs, some of the best plays, books, art, all come from suffering.
That's correct.
And you knew that, Linda, when you took on this project as director of this. Did you look for special moments to highlight in particular? What are some of your favorite moments from the show?
Some of my favorite moments are the fact that the two ladies have agendas, and the fact that throughout the course of the play, they each find out they need each other and that they're not so different.
Beautiful.
And the one commonality that they have is that they're both women in the Depression. Although one is black, one's white, but they're women in a man's world.
And do they find commonality in that fact?
Eventually. Yes. Yes.
Well, tell us.
You know, you all have to
Don't give it away.
I'm trying. He keeps compelling us to do that.
Tell us who's performing for us today. We can't wait to hear it.
Jaquia May and Julie Burroughs are the two performers, and they're also the stars of the play.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. Ladies, take it away. We can't wait.
I think you do. I think you knew who I was before I came in here. I think you sang that song down on me, knowing I'd hear it, knowing I'd like it, knowing I'd invite you in. I think you've been sizing me up ever since you came in. In fact, I think you're trying to decide how to play me.
Well, you think wrong, ma'am.
Then at least give me a song with more meat on it.
Meat?
Pain. You must know something about pain.
Yes, I must. Oh, Lordy, trouble so hard. Oh, Lordy, trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Went in the room, didn't stay long, looked on the bed, my mother was dead. Oh, Lord, had trouble so hard. Oh, Lord, had trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Went in the room, didn't stay long, looked on the bed, my child was dead. Oh, Lord, had trouble so hard. Oh, Lord, had trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Oh, Lord, had trouble so hard. Oh, Lord, had trouble so hard.
Well, I guess I better go get those men to lug in that recording machine.
Not yet. Only way I make a recording for you is you check an address for me in Houston.
I'll drive all the way to Houston.
If you want songs.
I'll give you $1.
Keep it.
$3.
You can offer me 30 pieces of silver and I still say no.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful. Not going to be no Judas in this room.
That's right. Great voice.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Wonderful stuff. Folks, if you want to see Black Pearl Sings, it's presented by New Horizon Theater, February the 21st through March the 3rd at the Kingsley Association in East Liberty. It runs Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Call 412-431-0773 or email New Horizons Theater at yahoo.com for showtimes and tickets.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Beautiful job. Thank you.
Okay, let's get a check on our forecast right now with Dennis Bowman. And man, I tell you, it's starting out pretty warm. I mean, we're up in the 40s, but we were, right. Dennis says, though, temperatures are going to be falling.
Actually, still at the lower edge of the screen there, you can see on our graphic it is still 41 degrees. But yeah, falling temperatures and a little rain over to snow. Any accumulation, Dennis, of any note?
It doesn't look like it. I would say, generally speaking, less than a half-inch across western Pennsylvania. As we make that transition, a lot of the moisture is going to be pretty much done. As this happens, we are seeing a little change over to snow over here in eastern Ohio as these rain showers come in. So we're, you know, with just a couple hours or so away from seeing the temperature begin to really drop on us down to about freezing 32, 33 by 4 this afternoon. So take a look at our 5-day forecast here. We've got 45 posted as a high. That's what it was a few hours ago, but temperatures gradually tumbling off now. 19 tonight. Windy conditions along the way, too, with that front coming in. Some of the gusts in the 30 to 40 range. 25 with flurries tomorrow. Still windy. Not as harsh here Thursday. 31 with some sun. Little rain back in for Friday. 40 degrees. It'll be 48 on Saturday. And we can't rule out a sprinkle there. That's your forecast. Up next, Kimberly and John are back, and they'll be in the kitchen cooking up a hot dish for a cold day. That's next. The Market District Cooking Corner right after this.
Our winter sales event is going on now, and my salespeople have to sell over 100 vehicles this month or they'll be facing serious consequences. How many cars do you have sold?
None yet, but...
Not good enough. How many cars do you have sold?
I may have sold one.
More!
Ugh.
And you?
I don't know, 3.
More!
Oh.
General Manager, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm eating a sandwich.
No lunch for you. At Solomon Auto Group, we're putting the fun back into car buying.
Hey, Kelly!
That was kind of hard.
Make tomorrow awesome and get the best in entertainment with Xfinity from Comcast. For a limited time, get Xfinity TV, Internet, and Voice for $29.99 each a month for 12 months. Plus HD DVR service free for 6 months. So you can record and watch your favorites on your own schedule. Just call 1-877-863-3169. With Xfinity On Demand, you get thousands of TV shows, movies, and more included at no additional cost. Plus, Xfinity Internet delivers the fastest in-home Wi-Fi for all your rooms and devices all the time. Fios can't say that. So call 1-877-863-3169. And for a limited time, you can switch to Xfinity TV, Internet, and Voice for $29.99 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all 3. And get Stream Picks included for 3 months. Plus, get HD DVR service free for 6 months. Make tomorrow awesome and switch today. Hurry, this offer ends March 3rd. Call 1-877-863-3169. That's 1-877-863-3169. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
I'm attorney Edgar Snyder, and I love dogs. They're part of the family. Unfortunately, nearly 5 million people are bitten by dogs each year, and many are children. Even the friendliest dogs can sometimes bite, causing serious injuries and permanent scars. If you or someone you love were hurt by a dog, our law firm can help. Call us now to see if you're entitled to collect money for your injuries. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
The Cooking Corner, brought to you by Giant Eagle Market District.
Sorry.
Woo! Yeah, we got some smoking going on in here today. We are back in the kitchen, folks, cooking with Market District Chef Kira Hightower.
That's right, and we are
Hi,
Thanks for coming. So we're making beef short ribs and risotto, and apparently when you work on Pittsburgh Today Live, you eat dinner in the morning. I didn't realize this was part of the job.
Sometimes we drink a little wine too.
We do. We have some wine.
Good deal. I mean, it's all good.
Sorry about the smoke here.
That's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say. So we've got beef short ribs. Why beef short ribs?
Well, beef short ribs are pretty hot, and it's nice and cold out, so I figured braising is a good topic because it's such a great thing for a Sunday afternoon. You can throw it in the oven and forget about dinner.
It smells great.
And let it go.
Comfort food.
As long as I don't light a fire with this hot oil. So I want to get the meat in there.
Go ahead, get started. Don't let me stop you.
So what I have is a short rib here, and this is beef, like you said. So I'm salt, pepper it.
Now, is a short rib just what it sounds like, Kira? I mean,
it is. There's a bone in here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So sorry. You might have to back up. Okay, now back up because I already burnt myself doing it the other day.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to put it in here. So with any braise, this is one of the main cooking methods. Okay, so when you're cooking, when you're braising, you usually
sear off the meat that you're cooking because it gets nice flavor, then flavor in your pan.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people use a slow cooker for this, which you can do.
Okay.
And it would be
Like a smoker?
a slow cooker. No, kind of like a crock pot.
A crock pot.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay,
know what that
gotcha.
is. I've
Yeah,
used
so
those before.
the only thing is if you have a slow cooker that you can actually sear in and then put right in the pot, that's a bonus because then you're collecting all the good flavor, the fond that you've got on the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
So as we turn this around, I'm going to sear it a little bit, and I've seared some of these.
Look
Needs
at
to
that.
sit
It's
for a
already,
few
you
minutes.
can see how it's been seared
So it
right
doesn't take,
yet.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
take
my
long.
nice hot oil.
Doesn't
Right.
take long.
And all the stuff that collects on the bottom, like I said, is your flavor. So you don't want to burn it,
Sure.
but you do want it there.
Well, now how something that thick, how long do you have to do what you're doing to get it cooked all the way through?
No, I'm not trying to cook it all the way
Oh, you-
through.
oh.
So the idea with braising is slow and low. So we're just doing this for flavor.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
And it says, some people think it seals in the juices. I'm not so sure if that's true, but it definitely adds flavor because you're browning and caramelizing the meat.
Okay.
Which definitely gives you flavor.
And then you'll put it in the oven later?
I'm gonna show you.
Okay, sorry. I'm so
Slow
excited.
down.
I mean,
So while we're doing that, I like to serve a braise with something creamy, whether it's creamy soft polenta or risotto, mashed potatoes, because the juices, as you can see on my sample plate there, they kind of go into your risotto and then also flavor that.
It does.
So
yeah.
while this is happening here, the risotto, if you'd like to finish it, either one of you, Kimberly, you're
What do
welcome
I
to do?
do?
that.
Just
You
stir
can
it up?
add in-
I'm not a very good cook.
I'll add
risotto-
in while she stirs.
Is
How about
this
that?
hot? Is
This
part
is
hot?
okay, yes. So add a little bit more stock. Risotto is one of those things where you
Okay.
just add stock slowly but surely, maybe just about half a cup, John.
Okay.
And then let her mix that in, and then
That
we're going
good
to
or a little
half
more?
a cup?
Yeah, that's good.
You just,
Okay.
You just want to keep it nice and wet.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where you have to stir it a lot because you want the starches to come out. It's kind of the opposite of a regular rice.
Just so you know, Kimberly, Kira is one of the few chefs who will come into this studio and let me cook.
Get out of here. I like when
Most
you help.
of them will not let me handle
you
the
handle
food, except to eat it.
You are too much.
All right.
Okay, is this looking good too?
I'll take this out. Yes, you're good. Now what you want to do there is add some Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan, which one's this
Okay.
one?
Yep. And then a couple scoops of that mascarpone.
How do we do it? Just
Go ahead,
like
dump
that?
it in.
The whole
The whole
thing?
thing?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
And I'll keep stirring.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
keep
right?
stirring, and then you can put in the parsley and a couple scoops of that mascarpone, which is a nice soft cheese, kind of like Italian,
Okay.
or kind of like cream cheese.
What,
While
this?
you're there,
What do we do with this now?
This is parsley. Put that in there?
dump in your parsley.
All of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you actually eat parsley? I thought parsley was
For
just
decoration.
for looks.
I thought it
Come
was for
on.
decoration too.
Okay, so be
Okay.
careful. I'm going at it again here.
All right.
So I want to be able to show you my sauce here. So you can keep stirring that. Now what I've
Now,
added,
do I need to put this in?
yeah, a couple scoops.
Just a couple of scoops. Okay.
Yeah, and that makes it nice and creamy, and then that's ready to go, and
there
you
we
can
go.
taste it.
What a team! What a team, Kim! One more.
One more
Get it, honey.
dollop.
You
There
got
we
it.
go. Okay.
Okay.
Woo.
So as far as our braise goes here, I now have some bacon, and I'm going to add some shaved garlic and onions to this. What I'm trying to do is make my sauce to braise in.
Okay.
So I'm just going to soften these onions.
Wait a minute, Kira. I thought you already braised.
No. I just seared those.
Oh, seared.
And I'm going
seared,
to make
I'm sorry.
a sauce, and then we're going to put it all back in.
I'm getting my words mixed up. Seared, braised. We're
All right.
braising now.
Right. No, well, we're getting ready to. We're preparing to braise.
Okay. Braised preparation.
That smells delicious. Oh my
I know.
goodness.
Well, bacon, of course, and this is our Market District bacon, which if you haven't had it, it's awesome.
You notice I'm
It's
letting
nice
you
and
do all
thick.
the work.
I know. You want to stir for a little bit?
Okay. All right.
That is work.
That is
Okay,
work.
so my onions, these are my aromatic vegetables
Oh, it
plus the
smells
bacon.
good.
I know, doesn't it? So what I've added is some tomato paste, and what we're going to do is pince, which means to brown the tomato product, and that's going to add a lot of flavor to our sauce on the other end. So we're going to just brown it a bit.
Man, I wish I had smell-o-vision at home.
Yeah, I
because
know. It's
people at home
always that
can't
way.
smell
It is. Now, how are we doing, Kira? Is that good enough?
Perfect. Why don't you taste that?
Take it off the heat?
Yeah, you can take it off the heat, and
Okay.
then if you'd like to taste it.
Taste it.
And I'm going to add a little wine to this. Of course,
Look
you need
at
a little bit
you.
of wine.
I love that. You were actually going to let me lick the spoon.
I have 2 forks.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That is so like what I would have done.
I'm not a
Kimberly
big-
just picked up the spoon and offered it to me. And I
Well,
thought,
she said
wait a
taste
minute.
it. Yeah, I'm not a big cook, as you can.
No, that's the way I like to eat.
Oh my goodness.
So the flour that I used on the meat will actually help to thicken this sauce a little bit. So you can see that I put the wine in here, and it's already thickening. And then I'm going to add in some beef stock.
Whoa, it's boiling.
Yeah, that's good because we
Okay.
want to, bring it up to a boil, and then we'll be ready to put our meat back in here.
Hey, I've got a little meat over here that I just now realized.
Yeah, you better taste that.
Is this ours?
Please.
May I have some?
You're not going to know how to braise if you don't pay attention,
Oh,
John.
my. Oh, sorry.
So
right, you're right.
I put it in my stock.
So good.
I put in some fresh herbs. I have rosemary and thyme. You can chop it up if you like, but I don't think it's necessary. You can pull the sprig out at the end. So then we're going to add our meat back in.
Oh, there you go. Now you're braising.
Now we're getting ready to braise.
You've already okay.
No. This is
the braising.
We're gonna let this come up to a light simmer. I'm gonna cover it up and then put the whole thing in the oven.
Okay.
And it's gonna cook in there for a good 2.5 to 3 hours, and you'll smell it in your house. Now a braise is finished when it's fork tender, so there's no rule 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Whatever piece of meat it is braising is done when you
What
can pull it away.
temperature do you put it on when you put it in
300.
So that's
Nice
kind
and
of low. You
yeah,
said
very
low.
low.
And then how many hours does
And
it?
then
Does it sit
you
and
weren't
do that?
listening, John.
Sorry,
I told you.
I was eating.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was eating.
So, of course. So fork tender is when it's done. So if you can pull the meat away nicely, and it breaks down all the connective tissue. So
Like
these
this.
tougher cuts of meat.
Like this just like
Did you
fork
like
tender.
it?
Oh, it's awesome.
All
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
good. You like the risotto.
Yeah, I like them both. I like them both.
They're very good. Thank you
Good.
so
Oh,
much.
you're
This is
welcome.
delicious.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, this has been a great
Thanks, Carol.
experience. I didn't realize you'd be eating, so that's good. Okay, you can.
We always. Are you kidding? That's the whole purpose of her being here.
Well, you can look for a copy of today's recipes online. We have them posted for you at our website, kdka.com/PTL, along with a link to the Market District website. And our thanks to the Market District for sponsoring the Cooking Corner here on Pittsburgh Today, live every other Tuesday, right here on the show. Well, stay with us. We're back with a look at new makeup trends, new colors to help you put on a fresh face for spring. Stay with us, folks.
Kids, you're getting on my nerves. We run this, like I say. You hearing me?
Day one, how does it feel?
It's my dreams of being a homicide, so it's great to get started.
I'll take the door. Why him?
I'm not 6, all right?
Patience and maturity. You got me.
This isn't over. Felt good, right?
It felt good.
Golden Boy premieres CBS next Tuesday.
Thousands of ingredients from around the world. A wide variety of natural and organic foods. And so much more. At Giant Eagle Market District. In 4 Pittsburgh area locations.
It's a stormy night. Thunder, lightning, hail, and damaging winds. You could have broken windows, trees lying in your driveway, patio furniture blown away. Anything can happen. And because anything can happen, well, that's why there's Westfield Insurance. With a 95% customer satisfaction rate, trust us to be there when you need us the most. To find an independent Westfield Insurance agent in your area, visit westfieldinsurance.com. This is the season to learn to ski or snowboard at Hidden Valley. Monday and Tuesday, purchase a $32 lift ticket and receive a beginner group lesson and rental equipment free. Check out HiddenValleyResort.com. Hidden Valley Resort, because good times matter.
Did you know that only 1 in 14 episodes of nursing home abuse ever gets reported to the authorities?
So when you visit your loved ones at a nursing home, it's best to always be on the lookout for suspicious signs like bed sores or missing belongings.
And if you suspect abuse or neglect, you should contact our Western Pennsylvania law firm, Robert Pierce & Associates.
Our attorneys and support staff are experienced in fighting nursing home abuse and neglect.
I'm Rob Pierce.
And I'm Bob Pierce.
Lean on our experience when someone you know is a victim of nursing home abuse.
I knew that my teeth were really, really bad. I used to stand in a corner and not talk very much so people wouldn't see my teeth. It was ridiculous. Aspen Dental really changed my life. I feel so much more confident. I'm actually talking at parties more now.
Now new patients can get a free exam and x-rays. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL for an appointment today and put your best smile forward.
I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, President and CEO of Citizens Bank of Pennsylvania. On behalf of all Citizens colleagues, I want to thank you for donating to the Dollar Energy Fund. Your donations help to ensure that families throughout our region are able to maintain their utility service during difficult times. At Citizens, we not only say good banking is good citizenship, but we also live it every day. Thanks for joining us in being good citizens and helping our neighbors in need this winter.
Can't work? If a serious physical or mental problem keeps you from working, Social Security may owe you a cash settlement and monthly checks. I'm Cindy Berger of Berger & Green, the disability lawyers. Even if you've been denied benefits, call us, 1-800-999-2626. We want to help make sure you get the cash, future payments, and monthly income the law says are yours. Call today, 1-800-999-2626. There's no fee unless you get benefits.
Lysol believes no toilet is complete until it's completely clean. Lysol Toilet Bowl Cleaner gives you maximum coverage from the rim down to the water line to kill 99.9% of germs and removes stains better than Clorox Toilet Bowl Cleaner with bleach. So if you want to do the whole job, Lysol's got you covered. Lysol, mission for health. And for an incredibly clean and fresh bowl with every flush, try the No Mess Automatic Toilet Bowl Cleaner.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill. In today's trend report, we might be feeling the winter chill outside right now, but spring is soon to come, and with spring comes fresh new looks. And here with the new trends in spring are Shima and Shelly. They're from the mall at Robinson, and you guys come on with the trend report all the time. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, I love the mall at Robinson. I love it that you guys have a limited out there too. The limited store.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
They're doing well.
We were really excited when we got them too, Kimberly.
Great
Fabulous merchandise. Yes, love it.
Okay, so we're talking about spring and trends for spring, in particularly makeup. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So right along with fashion, when the spring fashion comes out, obviously new colors come out for makeup and new ways to wear things, just to keep things fresh and different. So that's what we're talking about today.
Are there particular colors that are better than others for spring, or what's going to be hip?
Similar to the fashion, as Shelly mentioned. So emerald green is huge with fashion, also with makeup. You're going to see some blues, some pinks, some peach colors,
metallics.
A lot of metallics are added in. So it's a good mix.
Great. So we've got some models here that are going to demonstrate what everything looks like. So let's get to it. Who we got here?
This is Katiana.
She's beautiful.
All of our models today are wearing makeup from Philippalusi, and Karina came in from Philippalusi to do all of the makeup. So one of the things that I wanted to mention was Philip works with a team of chemists to really keep the makeup healthy for your skin too. So when you're wearing Philippalusi makeup, you're actually contributing to the future of your skin.
Great.
Which is a really good point. So when you think of spring, we think of rosy pinks and colors like that, and that's what we're doing on Katiana.
She looks very natural.
She does. She does, and she just has her eyes beautifully swept with different shades of pinks and roses, and the shape of her eye lends itself really well to almost a triangle type shape with her eye. So if she closes her eye a bit, you can actually see
Close your eyes.
the sweep of the pinks.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So, and then we kept the cheeks along those same colors too, just with a very light pink, enhancing, you know, right here the cherry spot, you know, or the apple, I should say, on her cheek. And then the lips are a beautiful berry rose, which is different than a fall berry in that it's more sheer, it's a little more glossy, and the overall look is just really fresh and light.
Okay, beautiful. So who we got up next?
Thanks.
We have Alan. You know, natural is great, but some little pops of color for your makeup are really nice accents too. And with Alan, we went with the blue-green. You're seeing a huge trend with blue-green mix on the eyes. And so you can see the eyes are really going to be the focal point here. They did a really good job. On the upper and lower, she has a combination of the blue and green. And so Karina really did a nice job making those eyes pop, but then made everything else very subtle. You know, we just swept a little bit on her cheeks to give it some accent so you could see them. And her lips are very muted as well. They're glossy, but they look great. It's a sheer color.
You want the eyes to be the focal point, and you probably don't want to have too much that's bold. You don't want to have a bold lip and bold eyes. And
that's a little outdated, so you don't want to be too over the top with your makeup. If you're not going nude, definitely pick one point and focus on that.
Good tip. Okay, who we got next here?
Our next model is Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
And Bear is always beautiful, and so what we did with Brittany is just enhance Bear a bit. So she actually has what is considered to be a very neutral smoky eye. So it's all done in very neutral tones. So the base was like a very beautiful beige, taupey color, and then what Karina did was just blend with varying shades, including olive. So the end result is just a very much enhanced natural eye. So a smudged liner, just looking very, very soft and beautiful.
She is.
And then she just has a little bit of bronzer highlighting the cheek, and a very nude lip gloss as well. So
okay, very
beautiful
nice
look for Brittany.
She has beautiful eyebrows too.
Yes.
Okay, who's next?
Erica looks great. She, you know, she looks very dewy and fresh. And right now is a great time if you want to get your skin looking the best for spring. Go get a little facial at Philip Lucy. You can get a little mini one. You can get an hour, a half hour. So it's going to give you a look similar to what Erica has, is this dewy, fresh look with your makeup. Because it exfoliates your skin.
She looks very fresh.
She does.
She
does. She's ready for that spring. And we went with just the peachy, excuse me, her eyes are very peachy, very subtle. Not too much going on with the eyes, but they look very natural.
Are her eyelashes real?
Her eyelashes are real. Do you believe that? Don't they look stunning?
Yeah, they are.
And the mascara looks great on her. It really helps accentuate the peach in her eyes. And we just went with a nice coral lip on her because we really wanted those eyes to stand out with the peachy, you know, color and the cheeks. Very natural, but yeah, you could tell that she does have a little bit of color on.
Yeah, very nice. All right, and then I know this last model.
And then we have Olga.
Olga, yeah.
Olga. And we were talking about the metallics, and that really is a big story from fashion to makeup. And what Karina did with Olga was she combined different metallics. There's a little bronze, a little gold, into even a little chocolate on her eyes. So the lids are just this beautiful blend of color, and then she's got some highlights right in the corners, which is another very, very popular way to do makeup now, is just to kind of put a little bit of like a metallic or a color right in the inner corners of your eye near the waterline, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And then she just had a lightly lined lip too, with like a chocolate gloss.
You know, and it's not too much. Sometimes when you think of metallics, you think you don't want to be too like glittery,
over the top, or having it look garish, which can happen. But with the blending and with using some matte colors as well, it really turns out beautiful.
Okay, ladies, you are fantastic.
Thank you, Kimberly,
so much for coming. And as always, to find out more about spring trends for hair, makeup, and clothing, you can visit the mall at Robinson. Our thanks to the mall at Robinson for sponsoring the Trend Report right here on Pittsburgh Today Live. Ladies, again, thank you very much. Just ahead, John talks with the director of JFilm and 2 featured filmmakers with Pittsburgh Today Live. Comes right back.
Don't face the winter alone.
Look around you. The faces you see are the people that depend on you.
People who care about you and want to see you warm this winter.
The Partners for Warmth want you to know about LIHEAP,
the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program.
LIHEAP helps pay heating bills when money is tight.
Find out if you are eligible. Call 866-827-1281 to see if you qualify for LIHEAP. You don't have to face the winter alone.
At Ford Motor Company, we believe in order to have a sustainable business, we need to have a sustainable community. Since Henry Ford founded the company over 100 years ago, we have been committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We support safe driving with efforts like our Driving Skills for Life campaign, aimed at reducing the number of teenage auto accidents and fatalities each year. And we address issues like hunger by providing vehicles like these to deliver food to those in need. At Ford, we take pride in the fact that behind our oval, there's a heart.
No one asks to have diabetes or heart disease. And no one answers with coverage for chronic conditions like Medicare Assured from Gateway Health Plan. Our zero to low monthly premium plans give you more benefits than original Medicare, plus many extras. Wondering if you qualify for Medicare Assured? Just ask.
Get paid the most today for your gold and silver, jewelry and coins at Treasure Hunt.
At Petite Kitchen and Bath, our custom designs fit your taste, your lifestyle, and your pocketbook. It's all about you.
For over 50 years, we've been making our customers' dreams come true with petite quality and craftsmanship. And thanks to you, we've grown our business to include luxury bath by Petite for your shower and tub replacements or conversions. And Centrel by Petite, offering exclusive new designs with the look of granite and marble. Call Petite Kitchen and Bath Design Center today. Haven't you waited long enough?
It's almost spring, which of course means the JFilm Festival presented by the Pittsburgh Jewish Film Forum is just around the corner. The festival doesn't start until April, but tonight at the Melwood Screening Room, there's a film presented by JFilm that is drawing a lot of attention. It's called Punk Jews, and it's designed to defy Jewish stereotypes. The filmmakers are with us this morning, along with JFilm Executive Director. Welcome to Catherine Spitz, Cohen, Evan Kleinman, and Saul Sudin. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good to have you. I should mention that Catherine taught my son Eric theater classes at the University of Pittsburgh.
I did.
Back in the day. And it's so good to see you again and have you back. You've been on the show, haven't you, once?
Yes, but never with director's chairs.
Oh, I know. This is, hey, is this high tech or what?
Yeah.
Big time. All right, guys, let me get your names. Which is which?
I'm Evan Kleinman.
Evan.
And Saul.
And Saul. Gotcha. And the film, Punk Jews. Tell me about it, and where did you come up with the title?
Yeah, well, Punk Jews is a documentary film that follows a community of artists, activists, and musicians in New York City. They're expressing their Jewish identity in unique and unconventional ways that challenge stereotypes and break down barriers.
And go ahead.
They're Hasidics, punk rockers, Yiddish street performers, African-American Jewish activists. They're all people who are expressing their religion in very creative ways.
Okay, so these aren't actors. These are real live...
It's a documentary film.
Yeah. Documentary
It's
film?
all real stories. All real, 100%.
And where'd you come up with the idea?
Basically, it kind of grew out of our own personal explorations. We both grew up Jewish and just kind of had a lot of questions about how do you bring a tradition that's thousands of years old and bring it into the world that we live in today. What does Judaism look like for us, and what does our cultural identity look like for us in the 21st century?
And how is it evolving?
Exactly, always changing, and it's a very organic kind of grassroots, community-based group of people.
Catherine, was this an easy choice or a tough one for the film festival?
You know, we have a young adult series, and this is part of that, so not actually part of the film festival. And we have young adults that preview the films, and they really wanted to see this film. So they saw like 20 minutes of it, and they were like, yes, we want to see the rest of it.
Is part of it the outreach to attract younger audience members, younger viewers?
You know, partially it is that, but it's also, you know, it's a different vibe when it's just a group of young people together versus like anybody that wants to come. And by the way, anybody can come. You can come.
You don't have to be Jewish.
Old people can come. You don't have to be Jewish or young.
Old Protestants can come too. Good, I love it.
But the idea is that you know, JFilm in general is reaching out, is trying to build bridges, you know, increase cultural diversity, tolerance. You know, those are the messages that we're trying to get across. It's not so much that it's a religious thing, it's more of a cultural thing, and we believe that we all should try to play nicely in the sandbox, if I may.
Absolutely, you certainly may. Guys, why did you personally choose this project?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a very empowering project for us. It's meant to inspire people to take culture, take religion, take their identity and make it their own. Make it something that's fulfilling to them. Make it something that's going to enrich themselves and the society around them. And growing up, we often had many questions about different aspects of culture and religion. Then we kind of realized the amount of freedom you actually have with that. And once we came across this community in New York, taking things like hip-hop music, punk rock, taking art, taking activism, street theater, and just contortionism even, and taking in and doing all these kind of like thinking outside the box and really kind of redefining and almost kind of just getting rid of the definitions in the first place. It was a very kind of fulfilling, free, awesome party.
And Saul, what about the project reached out and touched you?
Well, I got involved because I think that there's a lot that we can bring to it from our different ways of seeing Judaism. I identify more with the Orthodox strain. The director and the other producer, Evan, come from other versions of Judaism. But
we can all collaborate and have conversations about what that means to us, what it means to be religious in our own ways. And hopefully this will communicate to an audience who sees the film that whatever religion you come from, you'll come away with it, with getting something, you know, a freedom of expression idea, or just in general, you know, seeing a side of Judaism that you may not have seen before.
Beautiful. Well, we'll look forward to it, folks. Guys, thank you very much for coming in. Catherine, a pleasure seeing you. I'll give Eric your best.
Thank you.
Tickets to see the film Punk Jews at the Melwood Screening Room tonight. At 8 o'clock, tickets are just $5 for ages 21 to 44, $15 for 45 and up. That would be me. For more details on Punk Jews, the teen screen, and upcoming JFilm Festival, go to KDKA.com/PTL. We have a link to the JFilm website posted for you right there, and we'll be right back.
You don't have to go to the salon to get great nails like this. There are new products, even gel nails, that you can buy and do yourself. We're going to test these products to see if it's worth the savings.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see.
Today on KDKA-TV News at 5.
Hotcakes to home fries. The Hot Metal Diner. Extraordinary. You'll come in for the food and come back for the fun. Guaranteed good times at the Hot Metal Diner. Lebanon Road in West Mifflin. HotMetalDiner.com.
Disney on Ice presents Treasure Trove. See it live in your hometown.
Kids tickets are $12 to select performances. Coming to Consol Energy Center February 27th through March 3rd.
If you're hurt in an accident and need legal help, make sure you choose a law firm that has outstanding credentials. I'm proud that our law firm has achieved the highest possible rating from Martindale Hubbell, an international authority on the legal profession. This rating is based on our legal ability and ethical standards. We also have attorneys in the million and multi-million-dollar advocates forms. That only happens if you've won verdicts or settlements over $1 million. So if you're injured in an accident, trust our law firm to help you. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
I got carpet for this room free. The twins room, free. The man cave, free.
Empire Today's whole house sale is on now. Buy carpet with installation for 2 rooms and get carpet for the rest of your rooms free. As many as you like. Plus pay no interest for 1 year. It's Empire's whole house sale. Buy 2 rooms, get the rest free.
You got it. Free.
Schedule now at EmpireToday.com or call
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
The Hyundai Sonata. Sleek styling, spacious interior, and award-winning safety. It delivers more. Standard. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
I trust Molyneux much more than those big box stores.
Next, OMG Insider. I'm standing right here. Don't put your hands on me.
Hot mess alert. We've got Bachelor secrets from host Chris Harrison. And CSI star Georgia Fox is here.
Next, OMG Insider.
Tonight at 7:30.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Just let me say thank you for being patient with me and leading me through this. It means so much that they trusted me to co-host.
You can come
this
back
show,
anytime.
So I appreciate it. Well,
Thank you,
Christine will be back tomorrow at 9.
Yep, and I'll be here too, and we'll be meeting 2 of the stars of the Broadway tour of Green Day's American Idiot. I could play in that. Opening in Pittsburgh tonight. Plus, we're cooking with Rania. All that and more tomorrow at 9.
Let's make a deal as